This is Eric Esteve's car. I constantly make this mistake. Sorry, buddy. Totally appreciate you. So the car was shipped down here from Massachusetts to South Carolina because it had a really bad noise. And a shop told them it needed an engine, but it needed an AC compressor. So once we figured that out, we sourced an AC compressor. Car runs fantastic. Changed the oil to a more proper weight oil. Took the tune file that was on it, which basically the file that was on this car was a base map with the fuel change and the boost turned up. Certain things did have limiters, but let me just say it was not ideal, was not safe. Also found some things in there, not ideal. For some reason, when the system was sent to them, the fuel system that was on here, the high pressure line was completely stock. So obviously there's no way with a Hondata fuel system with a stock high pressure line blocking off the fuel flow that it was making the power that was claimed, which was 500 to the tire. Here today, we put some 2000 cc's in it and an XDI pump. I went back in, I changed the filter, I got him a new high pressure line, Fk8td modified, and here we are. We're gonna make some real 500 plus wheel horsepower with this nice RV6 R660 anti-surge. So I hope you guys enjoy the video, and here you go. So I'm gonna show you guys, I'm gonna strap this tight. Watch the tire. Did you guys see that compression there? One would say, for kicks and giggles, I'm going to see what a Hondata base map does. Yes, it's got 2000s. I have corrected for the injector data, but let's see what a Hondata base map does on an RV6 turbo. And of course, if anything gets weird, I will abort the run. I have two microphones, so obviously, she got weird. Something ain't right. So let's try that again and see what a Hondata base map does on this RV6. So I think what happened here is the inlet pipe has the incorrect, the O-ring is not right on the inlet pipe. I think we got a leak there, but I'm just gonna delete the math. Let's see what it does. Let's see what a Hondata base map does on this R660. Boy, that was anemic. Got a base map. There you go. Oof. So, essentially, what I ended up having to do is I think the O-ring, I did not install turbo. I think the O-ring on the inlet might not be right. But, because deleting the map corrected the fuel problem, but this is also a known issue anyway. Here you go. So, for those who sit there, and this is after I corrected it, this is what it does. A 343 torque and 336 horsepower. Sorry, there we go. Oops. So, yeah, so don't mind my finger. So here's what it does. See this spike right here is a false spike. All right. So this 357, that's because the car misfired before in the previous run due to issues with the map. This is one of the reasons we do a no map tune right here. This is a complete just Hondata base map. Yeah, it'll make like 300 foot-pounds of torque at 3,700, but all it's going to make is 336 horsepower. So now I'm going to put my map on, right? And I'm going to clean up all this stuff, and I'm going to show you guys what it's going to make after I put my map on it. So what I'm going to do now is put the file on the car that is the base file for the start of the tune where I'm really going to get started here. And I'm going to do one run on 93, then I'm going to put the ethanol in the tank. The reason I'm doing this is kind of show a comparison. Now before, that was literally a Hondata base map, not a factory base map. A factory base map on this turbo, let's say I put a stock turbo car in there, it makes about 25-30 less on the same boost, and even so, a factory file only makes about 270. You guys seen how the tires get strapped, they get pulled tight, that's a lot of weight on the tire. So I'm going to continue on and show you guys that. 93 octane, just essentially the start file. Again, nothing wild or crazy. You know, just seeing where it lands. I'm not trying to go nuts with it. And I want to just verify everything's behaving like it should. Again, this is not a send it effort. This was just to get it, you know, and trying to see, okay, you know, how healthy are we? How does the car feel? Air-fuel ratio, all stuff. Keep connecting the charger to it. So I want to know what it does on just the 93. I might put a little more in it for 93, but, and so I leave the smoothing off. This does give me some information, but 384 and 370. That's literally just a start file. That's literally it. That's the only difference there. So, there you go. Oh yeah, it's a full. Alright, so number 3, that's why I started picking up all that water. Damn. Water in number 2. Some water in number 1. 2 and 3. Yeah, dude, this plug is just ruined. Alright, let's do one last run. I can't believe I had that stuff in the way, so sorry, guy. Let's do one more run. A little bit of leftover methanol in there. Close loop, here we go. Final run. Oh, need a little more temp in the motor. I don't like doing 160s. Temp fan brought the radiator to, there we go. Flew right up there. IAT 109. And there we go. Yeah, buddy. All right. That be the final run, ladies and germs. There's a little bit of meth injection in there just to keep it cool through the PRL intercooler. Oof. Man, that burned my eyeballs. I do run them rich, ladies and germs. I don't run them lean. You don't need to run them that lean. Up top's a little fat, but not crazy. Anyway, yep, 531 and 435 torque. This is the one earlier, as I said. This was the Hondata base map. I correcting the AFM by getting rid of the MAP sensor. Then did my 93 base map. Then I put ethanol in it, and well, here we are with ethanol. So basically, from a Hondata base map, all the way from 341, right, all the way out to 341 torque, 370 336 horsepower because this red spike does not count. So 336 horsepower all the way up to 531. And that's what an RB6 turbo in 93. So this is literally worth 200 wheel horsepower. So an Fk8td tune over a Hondata base map on an RB6 on 93, if we put this bad boy in ethanol, 200 wheel horsepower gain. I decided before I pulled it off, I was going to try another thing or two, and basically 541. So I picked up like another 9 horsepower. Not much. It's like another pound and a half of boost, which is realistically anything more than this, you are just wasting time. The efficiency is not there. So it's up there. It's 33 pounds. But yeah, there you go. That's catted down pipe 541.